Alright folks, this is the Jackson Concept SL, well, I guess it's not SL2, I can't remember the exact model, but it has original Floyd Rose, Seymour Duncan humbucker, Seymour Duncan single. This is the one made in Korea, so we don't have the Japanese or the US or Japanese or any of the other ones up, but they're all in their cases. So this is as good a quality as my ESP Japan made guitars. Not quite as awesome as my USA. There's some reasons for that, but overall sound and feel, I would say, are on par with the USA made. Maybe, the fact the USA's have a little bit more of a finish and all that good stuff, the ones I have at least, but this is highly comparative to my Jackson USA Soloist. So I am not that good a guitar player, folks. We're just gonna bang on some notes and some chords and let you guys get an idea what this sounds like. Try not to wreck any full song so that I end up with a copyright, maybe not a strike, but notice. And hopefully it's in tune, because I don't know where my tuner is at the moment. I know where one tuner is, but purposely playing that wrong, obviously for the sake of not getting a copyright strike. So we've got this, not really that cranked up, but here in the my main office, it's kind of seems kind of loud. Where do we have the gain at, folks? playing that like it's written for sake of not getting copyright strike or notice. Definitely slightly out of tune. I wish I had my guitar tune. Can only get it so close by. folks, well, that was my Jackson concept. I love this guitar, folks. Man, for the money, it ain't cheap, but if you can find a deal like I did, holy cow. This makes me almost not need to ever pick up my ESP M2s ever again, which means since I have two of them, one of them is definitely possibly going to end up on the chopping blocks. God, for, you know, the one that I have that's like in mint condition, could probably get close to $3,000 for it, I bet. And then the other one, 1,800. But I'd sell the one that's in really good shape because they sound the same. And you know, I have a guitar you're not going to play because it's in such perfect condition. But I think it's got the original strings on it, to be honest with you. So, cool thing is I sell that, I get 2 more Jackson Concepts. I would do that too. Because that's not like a quality over quantity thing. That's good quality. Or I wouldn't mind getting a hold of ESP E2, but they've skyrocketed. Maybe a Jackson American Series Soloist as well. Sometimes you can find those for really cheap prices. Thanks for checking out my video, folks. Please like, please subscribe.